Hi, Sarah and Church family. It's Miss Laurie. Today is going to be a devotion for the adults, and I just wanted to give a little hope and a little brightness in your day in these uncertain times. I don't know if any of you, some of you may know my brother Bobby or Bob. Now he's not a kid anymore, but Bobby is a civil engineer. He works with Parsons. And he does a lot of road work and a lot of builds a lot of bridges. And of course, it's a big joke between he and I and our family about the Purdue IU rivalry. And my boys like to get in on this too. And one day we were coming from Missouri to Linton, and we decided to take the southern route. And so we were coming up 41 outside of Vincennes, and we go in. I say, "Yep, right there. That's that bridge that Uncle Bobby built." And Brody or Nate, one of them said, "Boy, you got to be really smart to build a bridge." And that's true. My brother Bobby is probably one of the smartest people I've met in my life. Please don't tell him this. But I know that my brother is one of the most meticulous people that I've ever met. He's honest to a fault. He is truly a man of integrity. He always comes through when I need him to help me with something around here. And I trust him because I remember the things that he's done for me in the past. So I know the things that he's going to do in the future. So I was thinking about the new mandate that's come out from Governor Holcomb today, that it's a mandatory. We got to stay home now, and I thought, my gosh, that might really worry some people, and because it's such an uncertain time. So I wanted to give you some hope, and I wanted to give you an assignment. Yes, the teacher is still working. I want to give you an assignment. So you're probably asking yourselves, will we have enough supplies to get us through this time? What if I get sick? What's going to happen? Is this getting worse? Is this as bad as any other kind of flu? And where I've heard people say this, where is God in all of this? Well, I've seen some beautiful things in the past week, just since we have been in this situation with the COVID-19. And our Bible study group, our ladies' Bible study group right now, we've been doing a study with a lady named Ann Voskamp. And her focus is to try to find joy in all things in life. So we have been keeping journals about all of the joys and where we can see God's hand in different situations. And we're learning how to have joy apart from our circumstance, above and beyond our circumstance. So we focus on giving thanks by remembering what God's done for us in the past. And like I said, we've been keeping these journals, and as we write things in our gratitude journals, we thank God for them. And we're all noticing differences in the way that we think about life, and especially we think about this time during these uncertain times. So it's called Eucharisteo. We remember and give thanks. And it is whenever we go to have our time of when we're doing communion, we always break the bread, give thanks to God, and we remember Jesus and the sacrifice that he made. So when we remember and give thanks, it builds a bridge over the times of trial and these times like the unknown. We can see how God has brought us through and has provided. So every time we remember and we thank God for what he's done in the past, that is helping us to build trust between us and God. By counting these blessings, we find out how many bridges we have that have already held. So each time we've crossed over from a known unknown experience into now we're good, and God provided, the bridge held. So if we think about that, we are grateful to God, the bridge builder, for the crossing of 1 million strong bridges. When you drive over a bridge, do you think about the bridge builder? Do you think about Bobby Fischer and all that he put into it, making that bridge? And you know what? That's what God does. He provides and he helps us and he supports us as we cross these times. Trust is the bridge from yesterday to tomorrow. Gratitude lays out those planks of trust. From the known to the unknown, he holds. And he is the Father God. He provides every single time. So here's your challenge, Sarin Church. Get a piece of paper or a little notebook and lay it out on your somewhere where you can pass by it often. You're home now. Get a pen, favorite pen, do whatever you need to do. And every time you notice something that is you it strikes you and it brings you joy, write it down and reread it and reread it. And every time that something is provided to you, write it down. One of the things that we get tickled at in our Bible study book is the lady that wrote this. One day she gave thanks for the rainbow in her soap suds as the sun was coming into her window while she was washing the dishes. I mean, just the little things. I am always writing about the bird song, and I'm always writing about different things that I see in nature because that's good proof of God's hand. So as we cross over this unknown, we know that God is going to hold. We know that what He is going to take us from this unknown situation and He's going to bring us through because we know His heart. We may not be able to see His hand right now, but we know His heart, and His heart is bent on taking care of us, just like the bridge builder builds those strong bridges. I pray you guys have a great day. If you need anything, please, you need prayer, you need to talk to someone, don't hesitate to call any of us and call each other because we're all a family and we're going to get through this with God's help. So love to all. Bye-bye.